Hello friends, welcome back to Space Engineers with your host, Stronger the Bold. So we found a little asteroid that we're going to call Home Sweet Home. It's got a crap ton of uranium, which is my favorite thing to have in space. And it also has a decent supply of iron, which is my second favorite thing to have in space. My third favorite thing to have in space is, of course, ice, which this asteroid, I think, is sadly lacking. But nonetheless, we'll have a good start here, I think. We have a decent supply of things to start off with. And where'd my ship go? There it is. Oh, dear. So first things first, we need to build ourselves an enclosed space that we will call home. And I think that we'll build it right here. Where's the ship again? There's the ship. Let's call the ship down. And let's build our space base. Right, yeah. So, to start our ship, we're going to do a new station. And really, that's the grid orientation? Alright, well, that's the grid orientation. How does that apply to our... not that great. Alright. Well, let's, based upon this grid orientation, is there anything else that looks cool-ish? Like this great space. Yes, indeed. I think this space looks lovely. So we're going to... I like to anchor them, quote-unquote, into the wall. Oh, I need my freaking steel plates. Darn it. In fact, let's go ahead and move the ship, because no use going back and forth to it. Quit it. I'll get more comfortable with the controls as we go along. Get back to being able to navigate functionally in a three-dimensional space. But for right now, we'll just back up here.
Meteor storm inbound.
Haha, you can't get me. Down a bit. Backwards. I do tend, like I mentioned, I do tend to crash into stuff. So that'll be, we'll be Crash Bandicoot. Alright, now in our assembler, I've got some steel plates all crafted up. How'd you hear that? Those were some asteroids beating away on, or meteors beating away on our asteroid. Alright, let's try that again. Another new station. Yes. Alright. Yes. We'll keep the main area fairly protected. And like I said, we're going to anchor it into the wall. Boom. Booyah. So, one, we're going to bring up our lovely light armor block. And that's going to be our base of our base station. And I'm going to keep it fairly small at the outset, because we're going to have to pressurize this thing so that we can survive inside. And then later we'll come back and make it fancier and all that kind of jazz. Now, half this game is getting used to ignoring your orientation in space, because so often you end up in a different orientation than you would think. Alright, so our welder will let us complete these. Basically weld on parts. You can see in the bottom right hand side there it says how many steel plates it takes. So 25 steel plates per block. And as you can tell, this is going to be expensive. So we're out already. So we're going to need to tell the ship to make us a decent amount. So we've got... I'll queue up 300, I'll queue up 400 plates. It's going to require 700. And look at our inventory. Right now we've got 2,500 units worth of iron. It's processing through some refineries, cooking up some potassium. It's got nickel and uranium in there as well right now. So we are going to disassemble this ship itself and use it to build our base. But I don't want to. I want to kind of do it slowly, so I don't break anything important. But like right now, we're going to go in here. We're going to just pick up, take that. We'll grab that. Doesn't look important. That doesn't look important. I guess it's got to be attached to the. Just decouple a few bits and pieces. There we go. See, we just carved the superstructure of our ship apart because who needs, a roof? Or actually, in this case, who needs a floor? Let's make sure I don't I don't take off anything I actually need here to like support the medical bay or other important bits like that. I can probably grab this door. It's got a lot of components on it. Alright. That's a good start. Let's go down here and start upgrading stuff better. Now it does need to be upgraded to be airtight. And this is the 5 times, wow, yeah, 5 times welding speed, but still not that fast. We'll want to put a storage container on that ship as fast as we can as well. Yeah, a decent supply. You can see my carrying capacity is fairly high in liters of space. Everything's got a volume and a mass. Alright, this will get us a bunch more. So we need to basically build an airlock, and later on we'll actually add sensors and some controls to it so we can automatically open and close things. But for right now, we want just a very simple hidey hole. We're getting close. Did I queue up more? I did not queue up more today. I was an idiot. So go back into production. Yeah, we're going to need it, so let's just go ahead and do it. Luckily, it does make things fairly fast. Again, 25 per block. So we'll grab 200. And that should fill off this bottom row. Now, in the future, I won't be showing you guys like all the build stuff. This is just kind of a, beginning kind of thing. All right, now that we have an actual ship in an actual placement, let's go ahead and land, or quote-unquote land, move the ship a bit closer and orient it. Did I break the... What's wrong? I got rid of the gyroscope. What did I do with the gyroscope? Did it fall? Did it go somewhere? There goes the gyroscope. I cut the gyroscope loose. Oops. That's one of those things where, yeah, and this is a heavy little bastard too, so I'm going to slow it down. Ugh. Crap, this is a lot of material in here. There we go. Darn it! Where'd the ship go? There it is. Oopsie! Yeah, I need an antenna on this thing pretty quick. Even though I suppose I could just do... And we're going to call this home. Just in case I drift off into space, we will have a place to come back to. Oh dear. Alright, so back to our walls. Oops, I don't need that. I'll take that off in a second. Like I said, you gotta get used to working upside down. So we'll have a doorway at the very front there. And then we'll have a hallway, another door. Yeah, so it's a small space. It's a very small space. But we'll improve it as time goes on. Alright. Remember, each one of these blocks is roughly 5 meters or so. So they're the height of the player. Or not 5 meters, no. 2 meters, 2.5 meters. So it's actually a pretty good sized space. Just doesn't look it from the outside. Yeah, later on we'll have windows and all kinds of good stuff like that. We'll have doors there and there. And we'll go up one more level. And then we'll do a roof area. Now the one thing that I would like them to do at some point, if it's possible, is to have an alternate size grid so that you could make a larger grid. Smaller blocks. That's what I meant. Not larger, smaller. Okay, we'll put our air sucking device there. We have to put a vent that'll let us suck the air out of the world. Okay. And each one of these also takes a few plates to put down. Okay, so now I've got to weld all of that up. I'm not going to make you guys sit through that. I will cut that out. Now, we're going to need to have an oxygen generator nearby and oxygen tanks. So that'll be some of our first items that we're going to need. So let's go ahead, bring up our menu here. And I'm going to have to get used to this. They've reorganized things quite a bit. And you can see I've got some mod packs in here that have extra stuff. But I'm going to need production blocks, projector, refinery, focus, oxygen generator. Yes. So oxygen, yeah, yes. An oxygen generator. We're gonna need how many? That's 30 interior plates and tank construction, and that's yeah. I might as well put a medium storage container in because I'm gonna need the space, and I think I'll be able to afford it all. So, and then I want some oxygen tanks. Beacons, and again, I will get better at this as I get more used to the game again. Oxygen tank, yep. Okay, so I'm gonna stick and you can rotate it around. Oops. See, I want to have it, yeah, like that. I'll have it come to the front, and then we'll need an oxygen tank. And these guys. So there was a I didn't see if there was on the back of this guy an outlet or not. There is. Okay. Ooh, and I got it. That's already going. Perfect. And then this needs large steel tubes, small steel tubes. So I need large steel tubes and small steel tubes and some computers. So I think I've got enough silicon and stuff to start making some of that good stuff. So let's go into production and let's get some small steel tools. Some smalls and some computers. I do have some silicon wafers, I think. So, and let's grab some displays. I do remember the shortcut keys for those. Okay, how are we doing on iron? Oh, iron we are out of. So we need to mine ourselves some iron happiness. Luckily we do happen to have a goodly supply of iron. That's right, I can't move the ship around because I broke it. Okay. Well, let's just do it the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna drill in, get yourself a nice deep hole. That was quick. And then we'll go ahead and start queuing up as much of this goodness as we can. And we're going to need to, I think, go ahead and make Well, in that case, let's go with a small one then for now. And I'll anchor right here. That way it's connected together. Interior plates. These interior. Whoops. Sorry. I'm going to stop apologizing now. So we're going to need interior plates. We're going to need that. We're going to need these. And we're going to need these. And we're going to need those. And we're going to need that. And then we're going to need some of that. Oh, and a motor. Oh, we need a lot of large steel tubes. What else we need is a door. So let's grab door. So you've got all these different toolbars so you can stack stuff on. Let's put the interior one on first because that's always the... Without gravity, it's always the one that's a pain to put it on first. There we go. Oops. Okay, motors and a lot of steel tubes. Large steel tubes. Motor. What's that? Park gate. Oh. Let's just go ahead and make a batch of them. We're almost out of our iron though. Oh no, we have a lot. We have more iron than I thought we had. Oh, plus I just put some in there. Ah, Rongo. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you are. Alright, now where did we build or dig our little hole that we dug? And we're about ready to run out of energy and die. So let's correct that situation. Get our energy come back up. I totally spaced on that. And I should probably check our oxygen as well and see how our oxygen is doing. Get this up. Okay, we've got one. Let's just put that in there, fill it back up. Ah, there's our mining hole. So right now, our inventory is already almost maxed out. I should have dumped some more stuff off, but... some days we'll be all inside the base or inside the ship, or it'll be all awesomed out. Asteroid mining is where the future of humanity lies. Once we are able to mine asteroids, and I actually back a company called Planetary Resources that is going to be, they're actually actively researching how they're going to mine asteroids. There's two companies that are doing it, and NASA's doing it as well. Let's get that. grab.
Meteor storm inbound.
Goody, goody. Where did my... Oh, there they are. Those things, those small steel tubes weigh a ton. So you're good to go. You need the computer and 8 more tubes, and you need... What do you need? You're done. Alright, let's stick these guys all in here. Oof, listen to that. That's why we don't want to build on the outside. Okay, so we need at least 10 more of those. 7 more. Have them all, bring them over. Okay, so we've got an oxygen tank now that can hold oxygen. So the next big thing that we need to do is we need to have power. So the question is, can we build another reactor without taking the reactor off that ship? So we're going to look for a small power block. We're going to look for a small reactor. I'm going to see if we can stick one back here. And in order to build it, I need to have steel plates. Metal grid and computers, displays. Oh, I don't need all those guys. Those. Grab these computers, grab those. Alright, that's a good start. Now once we get some gravity going here, and we can consistently tell up from down, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful world. Okay, we need 100 gravity components. Now, I think gravity components just require stone, but I'm not 100% positive on that. Gravity components. No, they require a little bit of everything. Silver. They require silver. And silver is something we have not seen. I don't think I have any silver. Nope, that's not silicon. Silver is Ag. So that is a bit of a problem. But that's a problem we're going to have to solve in the next episode. So I'm going to go look around for some. Hopefully some in the nearby neighborhood. And when I come back, we will continue building. I'm also going to, off camera, I'll do a lot of the framing up here so we can get that framing going. But for now, this has been Ron the Bull. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far. If you are, click that like button. Comment, subscribe, tell your friends, your family, and your grandmama. And I'll see you all back here real soon. Bye.